All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are live from San Marcos, Texas. You guys been wanting film study? We're gonna give you film study. It's not gonna look or sound anything like it normally does. Very raw production here. I hope it holds up. I hope the film holds up. But we're gonna take a look at TCU's offense versus Texas. Just first snap, looking at it when I went through the huddle, the shell kind of looks similar. Personnel matching looks similar from Texas to what I believe Georgia might do on Saturday. From jump one, snap one, they're gonna walk up in their face. So I don't know if Georgia's going to do that, but Texas certainly did and had no fear about doing it. Seemed to disrupt some timing with this offense as well. So I'm going to take a look at this and move on and get ready for a national title game. Appreciate you guys being here. Patreon only, as usual, with the All 22. We got the good stuff going on here. So, yeah, tell your friends. All right, let's shut up. Let's grind the tape. This is all fresh for me, by the way. Haven't looked at any of this stuff, so this will be a good kind of learning lesson for all of us. Pitch and catch, nice, easy screen pass to start the game. Motion into bunch. I will tell you that most of this offense is kind of predicated off of getting the read option game and the run game kind of started, right? Quarterback run involved as well. This is interesting alignment here from Texas. That Willie's pretty far outside that tackle box. Not exactly in the box there. He's kind of splitting the difference. I know when I watched them against Kansas State before I turned this on this morning, I was kind of taken away by just how big they are. I think they're pretty big up front. Not a ton of athleticism though. I think 78 right here is a prime example of this. That is a big old joker, but he don't move very well. Okay. Not very many skinny ankles on this look either. Okay. A lot of big mass individuals, but not a ton of skinny ankles. Did he false started on the bottom? Yep. Right tackle jump. Here we get to see him in a 3rd and 10. I will tell you, against Kansas State, what I watched this morning, I probably watched 30, 35 clips of them against in that Big 12 championship game. They take shots, man. They're gonna downset Hut, chuck it up quite a bit. It's in their offense to do it, so they're comfortable. And one, this receiver on the top side running that big boy post, he can go. He's a really really good football player. He'll be a 1st-round draft pick this year, and that's what they're working up at the top. They're working the post with the out and up from number 2. Okay, so a lot of man beaters and zone beaters there, right? That all that is a cover 3 zone beater. Okay, so if this guy's got deep thirds, okay, and this guy's got hook curl, that means this guy's going to run into space. So all that is identifying the concept of the opposition and running a concept that gets into it. Duggan fails to see it though. That's weird. On 3rd and 10, there's one read. I don't understand why he's not throwing this football. That's a miss. That should be a touchdown. See it from his point of view. Maybe he got clouded by something. Again, same thing here with Texas, right? They're in dime. It looks like no, they're still in nickel, but this is their version of a star now playing inside the box. Okay, so I don't know their roster that well, but I know Georgia hasn't done this with the nickel since Tyreek Stevenson was here at Georgia. They don't add the nickel into rush anymore. They used to. They will add Javon Ballard in as a blitz, but it's not a solo rush. He's not one of the 4 in a simulated pressure. Whereas in years past, he would be. No, a little reverse. A lot of smoke and mirrors. I said on the radio earlier in the week, think Ole Miss, but with a little more team speed offensively, and think Mississippi State defensively. Hey, 99 is a ball player. Who is that? That is some speed from the big fella. It's a late hit. No, it's clean. I'll tell you one thing that's popped off the tape just in 2 drives is Texas's early down success rate, right? This is TCU in a 2nd and 12 right here. That can't be it. Let's see what caused this crease. Oh, is that power? That is power. That's the first time we've seen power on this network all year. Okay. It's single pull. Okay. We talk about counter on this channel all the time. Counters 2, right? A pull and a kick and a pull and a wrap. All this is an insert on the front side. So I believe they're going to ISO. I think they're going to ISO the front side here. So one-on-one, big boy blocks here. You're going to back block on the nose and then wrap in here for the front side mic as the play develops. Obviously have the read option out of the back as well as everything in this offense. Okay. But here's the deal. Here's why teams have moved away from what we call one pull power, right? What we call traditional guard pull power. It's really, 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 really hard for this guy to win this one-on-one and this guy to win this one-on-one and this guy to win this one-on-one. You're asking 3 guys to defeat 3 down linemen on any given snap. And a lot of offensive coordinators don't prefer to do that, okay? Because your success rates aren't that high. We would rather get doubles on the downs. That's what we call them. We want doubles on the down linemen as much as we can. That's why counters ran a lot, because you get those double team surfaces. That's why inside zone is ran so much nowadays, so you can get those double teams on those down linemen and get them pushed into the linebacker. This is not going to happen like this against Georgia, I would imagine. My offensive line coach in college freaking loved power. He would say that on the 7th day, God rested. On the 8th, he woke his ass up and developed power. Now Texas switching to a little bit more zone here, rolling safeties. That's going to be a cover 4 once they get out of it, okay? Or once they get into it is what it looks like. Downside hut, yep, cover 4. TCU's OC is literally just saying, all right, well, if they're going to play soft zone right here on play 6, we're just going to keep running the football. I think this might be the same one back power we just saw. Yeah. See what I mean by 78, man? He's just big lumbersome guy. You know, he's skip pulling that. I don't think he's traditional pulling. Yeah, he's taking that right foot, skipping it behind his left, and keeping his shoulders square as he comes through the hole to try to find the mic. Man, I hope this audio sounds good. Ooh. Hold on. Why is he having to hold the football? Late snap stemming from Texas is causing some issues here, it looks like. What he's getting pre-snap is not what he's getting post-snap. And it looks like that might be causing some hesitation with the football in the pocket. You see him tap in there. You guys know that's a dead sign of a quarterback getting through his reads and not liking what he's seeing, right? And he's really not getting through his reads. He stayed on one way too damn long here. Check this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then finally gets off. That's not – we're not firing through the reads right there. That can't happen. 74 getting walked. 77 getting walked. 99, I called him a ball player earlier. That is not a good pass rush. Also looks like there's a complete busted assignment from 93 or 18 or someone. That Big 12 football, baby. Don't love that. Let's see what they did to kind of cloud the read up on the top. I think it's as simple as this. Whatever they're doing with these 3 defenders made him hold this football off the snap. Let's watch. Looks like man coverage. And they bailed to a zone at the top into kind of a cover 3 here, but he's clearly in man coverage. Hell if I know. That's why my buddy Bobby May always just says, like, why are you sitting there trying to discuss or dissect what defensive coverage they're in? Just count it above the hard deck line, right? The hard deck line is a line past the line of scrimmage right here at about 7-yard line. Okay. The 7-yard line going all the way across. Okay, that would be the hard deck line. Right now, there is one guy over the hard deck line. So we're going to call this cover one. Okay. It might be cover one with zone principles from all these guys. It might be cover one with man principles from all these guys. But right now, pre-snap, there's only one defender above the hard deck line. We're going to call it cover one. And sure enough, that's what they run. That's a great job by the nickel corner right there, 23, keying down on the bubble here. That's soft from 11. I don't know what that is from 11. You chuckling back there, Lukey? Or is that you, Jonathan? Who's chuckling? We got the squad in here while we're doing film study. Ooh, he getting lit up right now, son. See what I told you about these NAFs? Look at this guard. It's a new guard coming in here. It's the backup. Something happened to the starter here. 53 coming in here around on power pass, getting spun like a top. Look at this guy. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. Huh. Caught on a hold, too. So this is a sudden change here. They must have had a turnover. Ball on the 35 here, plus 35. First and 10 after getting shut out on third down on that last drive. So a sudden change here. Let's see what they do with the football. Ooh, they're trying to run wham. They're trying to run tight end wham. This was a play that the New England Patriots kind of made famous because Rob Gronkowski's the greatest blocking tight end in the history of football. Where, hey, we're just going to ask our tight end to go block a 3-tech, or we're going to ask our tight end to go block a defensive end, and we're basically going to run trap with the tight end and call it wham. I've never seen end-of-line tight ends do this. That's weird. That's when trying to be creative in the run game gets too much. It's just too much. Again, when I tell you they're NAFs, they're non-athletic guys, they're just big physical dudes. Look at the left guard right here. He gives up an edge so fast, right? That guy's on his upfield shoulder so quick. He's tailing him and trailing him so fast, immediately off the snap. How about the center? Look at the center. Getting up to the second level right here on 0. Hey, that ain't it, Chief. Right? Like those aren't great athletes. Those are lean on you people. It's a good get off by the dude over the right guard. They're trying to run power pass again. They're pulling this backside guard, and all this defensive tackle's doing is just keying right now. Watch this. Center can't get back to him. These dudes are really, really going to struggle with the twitchier rushers that Georgia has, twitchier defensive lineman that Georgia has, right? Jalen Carter gives everyone problems, but it's not because he's got a great get off. He's just really, really well rounded as a football player all around, immensely powerful, all that good stuff. Touches you, your heart feels like it just leapt out of your chest type of hand shock. But Michael Williams' get off is going to cause problems. I'm trying to think. I think Bear Alexander could work these guys. Bear Alexander's ability to kind of be lightning in a bottle in short area quickness type of environments. That's why he's as elite as he is as a true freshman. So it looks to me that the offensive line was the problem in this football game through 12 snaps. These dudes are getting their ass whooped. There's the left tackle getting whooped again on the way. He's purposely getting whooped on a screen here. Hey, a little halfback delay. Okay. This is I think this is Lincoln Riley's brother. That is the offensive coordinator here. So you're gonna get some Oklahoma principles with regards to making it easy on the Q. Um, they do not ask their quarterback to do what like a Todd Monken does, right? They are always, always, always going to make it really, really easy on their quarterbacks. Whereas at Georgia, you got to process full field reads. Hard count, 4th and 10. Yeah, get off the field. Y'all aren't running a play. Quit acting like y'all about to do something. 1st and 10, they got the ball on the plus side of the field again. Let's see what happens here. They did nothing with the ball at the 35 the last time. So they are a power team. They're going to try to run power into the B gap surface. Okay. They're going to get the 3 on one side away from the back. Almost every team in America puts the 3 tech across from the back. Why? Because everyone runs this way, this action, right? Very few teams do what Georgia did last week, where Ohio State is just, I mean, all kinds of dumb stuff with the backside inside linebacker flashing that way, right? And so Georgia says, okay, well, we'll just run inside zone with this action, right? We'll just tell Stetson to open up to his left and hand the ball to his running back on the left. Oh, and by the way, Kendall, Kenny, and Dejon, that changes your landmarks. It changes everything, but it's okay because you guys are smart football players. Very, very few football teams do that. Most teams just line up how they line up, and they allow the offense to kind of run what they want to off of that actions or off of those actions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a winnable option for a team playing Georgia. Power, no one tries to run power against Georgia. It's weird. Whereas, like when I was in college, when the RPO kind of just started getting into college football around 13, 14, 15, 16, dude, everybody was running power. I mean, that was the whole offense. We run power and we run power pass. That's it. This back's banged up. He's questionable for Saturday. Seems like a pretty decent patient runner from what I've seen in these brief clips here. But I think this is what this offensive line group does best, right? They want to get some doubles on some guys and get some movement, start leaning on people. They don't want to play in space. Jet sweep. Hmm. Texas was ready for that one, by God. Is this a jet sweep on 2nd and 4 that puts them back in 3rd and 10? 3rd and 16 right here. Getting to empty, and they're throwing yak plays. It gets knocked down line of scrimmage. I know there's no calls in the playbook for 3rd and 16, but or 2nd and 16. Definitely no calls in the playbook for 3rd and 16. Except throw it to our NFL wide receiver and let him do work. Look at this. This is pure scramble drill. He's got the hitch at the top. Okay. He's hitching to the first stick. And then once he gets to the top of his break, he just runs to space right here. This is hard to cover, man. It's really, really hard to cover. Or is that a delay? Maybe it's a delay. What would you even call that route? So like a glance? A window throw though. Get that dude on the ground. Get that dude on the ground. He's hard to tackle, man. That's what makes one the first round draft pick he's going to be this year is he's doing all this after the catch at 6'4", 205 pounds. So he's an NFL guy. He reminds me a lot of do y'all remember Denzel Mims giving y'all the work from Baylor? You remember that one, Jonathan? Good football player. This is who this kind of reminds me of. Oh, a little 21 personnel right here. Two back, one tight. Oh, that's actually a wide receiver they're hiding back there. Again, Lincoln Riley, right? The Riley brother stuff. Yeah, I looked his track times up this morning. He was an 11.3 guy in high school. I mean, that's okay, I guess. Duggan is not a burner, guys. That's not that doesn't scare me if I'm an SEC defense ever. CJ Stroud looks more fluid on tape than this guy. He's just a more willing runner. He's tough as hell. Don't get me wrong. He doesn't pop on tape to me when he runs. I mean, they kicked the crap out of this offensive line unit. Look at the center, guys. Jesus. That's a linebacker doing that to him. Uh-uh. Suspect. They miss a field goal there. Look, sure as shit. They didn't get any points out of that. Good God. What a bad start to a football game. Stuffed. So you can get a look at them here, guys. I mean, they got some asses now. I know everybody comes here to check out hips and ass. They got some asses. 79 is an ass. Look at that. That's a big old boy. Okay. They got some big kids trying to run power here, and they're getting stuffed like a frigging gordita. Mm. Always interesting to see a Texas team actually play hard on defense. Given a variety of looks, too. Mm. Great job by 23 again. That ball spiked in the dirt for some reason. It's a complete miss by Duggan. Also worth noting, they are definitely running the seam shot up here on the top with the tight. Something that Georgia won't have to worry about because Malachi Starks covers the tight out of nub sets. So just to talk a little football here, because as if we haven't been doing that all 25 minutes so far. Malachi Starks plays that one. They will walk over Kamari and play him inside. They will leave Keeley outside over here, depending on left, right, whoever flips. Right, if it's on this side over here, Kamari will remain the outside corner. Keeley will bump in and cover number 3. At that point, they will roll over the star. Right, the nickel will play off man right here over number 2, and number 3 will be in the slot. Okay. And Georgia will have one safety over the 3 receivers down on the bottom, as opposed to the 2 that Texas has. See, Texas left their nickel back here. That's 6 right here. That's that nickel we showed you earlier playing star, essentially, right, for their defense. Georgia used to do this until Malachi Starks got on campus. And they were just like, hey, I got an idea. We'll just let that guy cover everybody. Missed a false start by the tight end. I do think this is interesting. Why is he throwing this off base? Why are we not getting our feet into this? Why are we not stationary when we let this rip? Why are our feet not solid in the ground? Why are we throwing that ball like that? Of course we pulled it. Of course we threw it out of bounds and didn't give our guy a chance. Our footwork led us that way. Great pickup by 33 right there on the blitz. Stick. I have a very, very strong feeling that Glenn Schumann has just an absolute bag of witchcraft for these three guys down here in the middle. Look how horrid they pass off these stunts, guys. Now, nobody gets home, okay? But what you do notice very, very quickly, indecisiveness from 78, shoulders turned from 78. 56, immediately shoulders turned once his edges are attacked. 79 is actually doing a decent job there, turning that stunt off on the top. So that's to me where they're vulnerable. Attack the athleticism or lack thereof of this offensive line. They dialed it up, man. They did not have any fear about bringing pressure. This is just a 5-man pressure. It looks like they send 6, but 3 is just spying. All they do is they send the 4 downs, they blitz the nickel, and 3 sits here and hovers as a spy on the Q. 74 is really, really late to pick it up. 56, again, gives up the edge. Look, this stunt, I'm telling you, Glenn Schumann's going to eat these dudes up. You're going to see guys flying into A gap and into B gap every passing down. Every passing down. He's way too long. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know we're watching one of their worst offensive games of the year, but there's a reason why this game was bad for them. I mean, they're just letting run throughs left and right go. That's an attempted screen pass. Look at the effort from 77 here. Look at the left tackle. His job, by the way, guys, is to kick this dude. I'm pretty sure. One of these dudes. He's probably got most dangerous man, or he's got insert wrap, like close the wall off here, right? You guys go stock block. We're going to try to get the big tackle out here to seal everything off. 11, you come in motion and hit that tunnel right there. By the way, second time we've seen them run this purposeful motion into the screen, and 23's figured it out. Okay. Very much so has figured it out. 23 is playing a really, really good football game on this tape. That would be for Georgia. That's going to be it would probably be Javon, and this would be Malachi, if I remember correctly. Those might be flip-flopped, but nonetheless, you got to be willing and able to stop the screens. Right guard's depth's really, really weird. I don't understand that. I mean, it's really weird. He's deeper than everybody else. They got him again. Only bringing 5. It's the twist and the wraps. That's all. I mean, they're not blitzing, guys. They're just pressuring, right? Pressures are 5, 6 is a blitz, right? Until we bring 6, it's not a blitz because we got 5. Okay, all they're doing is bringing 5 guys, and they're just wrapping and twisting them and stunting them, and the centers and guards can't pass them off. I mean, he is Mr. Tappy Tap Tap, though. Look at that. All out. All right. Jesus, guys. Yeah, I would slant, stunt, blitz. I would look at 53. I mean, he is dog food. Yeah. All right. I've seen enough. In conclusion, shouts out San Antonio. Shouts out Verizon with the hotspot. Shouts out MacBook. Shouts out you guys. Shouts out Sway. We'll see you guys another time. I don't have TCU defensive film, so we're going to have to go find TV copies or whatever. But in conclusion, y'all are going to overwhelm them with athleticism, or should. That's what it should look like on film. When we turn it on Tuesday and go back to look, it should look like Georgia like didn't just overwhelm them with like sheer size or anything. Athletically, those guys are going to be turning around trying to catch up with dudes that just crossed their face. Appreciate you for being here. Love you. See you next time.